People, are everyone ready for this? As you may have noticed, oh, sorry. No one heard that. No one heard that. As you may have noticed, chess.com is down at the moment. So that means we'll just sit here and talk. Hello to Eilertson, JS, Black Mamba, Daniel, and others who were in chat before me. I did not have the chat open as I started the stream. That's on me. So what are we going to talk about while the server is being fixed? I would suggest me mentioning that I have an announcement. Um, Later this month, actually at the very end of this month, on the 30th, and for a couple of days, I will be doing commentary on the Oslo Chess Festival taking place in Oslo. Yes, you are absolutely correct. And that will be streamed on the Chess.com No channel. And I will, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll have more information as we approach the date. Manish and Chira also in the chat. So that means everything is in order except the chess.com server. Who is playing there? Asks Eilertson. That is a very good question. It's not one of those big events with a lot of top players, but our goal for the tournament is to show that you don't have to have the world's elite to make a good chess broadcast. And we're gonna have players of all strengths, and we're gonna make a good show out of it. Maybe there's some soccer to commentate, says Amund. In which case, I need to inform you of the new rules in this channel. Because soccer talk is now officially banned after what was a pretty monstrous weekend. Commentary in English, Daddy Cool. So I will be at your disposal at a um, higher rate than normal. No soccer talk. That is correct, Chira. I honestly I have not dared even logging into the Fantasy Premier League website. I am blissfully unaware of precisely how bad this weekend was. But the fact that if you captained Alonso, you would have more points than me, I would be surprised if I'm in the top 2 million. Let's put it like this. So we cannot talk about the Danish national team. Well, no, that's okay. We can talk about the Norwegian girls who qualified to the European Championship. No, wait, to the World Championship today. That is within reason. And yes, we may talk about the Danish strike, as greedy Danes is something we Norwegians do like to. As long as we can portray Danes in a bad light, then it's okay. Chess.com is down, Anders. So struggling is a bit of an understatement. Yes. Eilertson says, I'm loving it. I'm tired of watching draws from the same players every tournament. So we're going to fix that for you. We're going to have a broadcast of the Oslo Chess Festival in the beginning of October. And Honestly, I cannot guarantee you that there will be no draws, and nor can I guarantee that there will be no short draws. But what I can guarantee is that every single round, there's going to be some very spicy games, and we're going to keep an eye on those. Yes, Santia, everyone has the same problem. Of course, some people know what a 502 means. I have no idea. So I'm just going to say that the server is down. But I mean, the server is down, but with moderation. Because I mean, in my upper right corner, there's people playing chess. So, uh, yeah, I'm confused. They beat the Dutch. Very tough beating the Dutch, says Daddy Cool. May I ask, Daddy, what is your nationality? I guess maybe Norwegian? I feel like only Norwegians would be this happy about the team beating the Dutch. Or maybe Germans. Germans do enjoy beating the Dutch. Oh, you are Dutch. Well, good job on our girls then. Did you still qualify? There's some kind of playoff system for second place, right? Did Russia hack it? Asks Black Mamba. I highly doubt it. I don't think chess.com is high up on Russia's to do list. Hey, Ghetto Porridge. How are you? Chess.com is down, so I'm just sitting here talking to people. And we had some conversation topics for some time, but now I seem to have run out. We have talked about how the Norwegian girls beat the Dutch, and we're very happy about it. I think we were about to start a conversation about the Danes wanting more money to play for their national team. And then also the announcement of Oslo Chess Festival. I'm going to be doing commentary together with them in early October. I'm going to put it on the schedule pretty soon. Neomatic asks, can you rap in Norwegian? No. Honestly, I would think I would have more of a chance rapping in English. No. No, rapping in general, it's not going to happen. Has it been down for long? Asks Smebe. Yeah, it went down 5 minutes before the stream started. So I'm gonna say it's been down for almost 15 minutes. I specified some exceptions, Chira. No football talk except for greedy Danes and Norwegian women. What is the event today? Asks Vertvich. It is the Title Tuesday, one of the, I would say, the strongest internet tournament there is. I'm gonna. Normally, I'm seeded at like number 35, and I'm a pretty decent chess player, so that's nothing short of sick. Chira is sad because she or he is Dutch. Yeah, I'm sorry, but you get another chance, I think, right? You get some kind of playoff match. Is he cover playing? Asks Neomatic. Well, that is a good question, and I would have an answer for you if not for the fact that the site is down. So we're not going to find out whether or not Hikaru is participating in another 20 minutes. Where's Kimya? Asks Tubra. Um, I don't know. Somewhere in Oslo, I'm guessing. Are you saying I should invite her back very soon? In which case, I agree. And Daddy Cool starts speaking Dutch to Chira. That's fine. Die Wogenplaatsen, Voorhoevenplaatsen, zich nog wel. The fourth place is good enough. Best guess. Fourth, maybe not fourth, but how can that mean second? How long could chess.com be down? Well, honestly, I would be very surprised if uh, if they're down for too much longer. Because I mean, it's one of the biggest websites in the world. I mean, surely they have backup systems and triple systems and whatnot. They've already been down for 15 minutes. Hey Hammer, glad you're streaming, says Peter. Yeah, no, I'm actually feeling good today. Well, I'm a bit tired, but it's because I have been feeling good. I did work throughout the entire day. I had meetings about the Oslo Chess Festival. I did some work on chess together with the champion, world junior champion, and I went for a walk. Um, in general, I have just been very, very effective. Good luck in the title Tuesday, says Styly. Thank you. I mean, is the entire website down, you think, or can I play something else? Can we like go to 4-player chess? Yeah, I have gotten so much positive feedback on the 4-player chess session on YouTube. So there's going to be another one on Saturday, I think. And we're going to do more 4-player chess, but we're going to continue to do the team version because a lot of people I've spoken to says that the team version is so good and it's better than the individual 1v1v1v1. On Saturday, it's the PCL All Stars. Yes, the Pro Chess League All Stars is on Saturday. And then I'm going to be taking the host. I'm going to be taking the host from the Pro Chess League. So right after they finish, you're going to see me play 4-player chess, I think. Unless I'm getting the schedule wrong. You guys check. How did the simul go? Asks Anders. It was good. I thought it was a success. We had, I think, 15 players. Sorry, I'm gonna have to readjust. We had about 15 players playing. We did a bit more than 15 games. A couple of people played 2 games. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I won all the games. Otherwise, probably I wouldn't think it was a lot of fun. And yeah. How Aman can stream Lela on chess.com. Um, I'm sorry, Robert. It really feels like you just put a bunch of words together. I'm not sure they constitute a sentence. Are you asking how come Amon can stream Leela on playchess.com? Um, in which case, I don't know. I didn't know it was difficult. Uh, Mikuloping asks, are there really any stars if you only ever had one season? I don't think that's how it works in the US. In the US, you're kind of the all-star team is the best team during that season. It's just that they use the expression to have a reason to choose the stars from all the different teams. But also, as Alex points out, is that there have been two seasons of the Pro Chess League. But I'm not sure that would change my initial answer. Lee Chess is playing in the chess.com computer chess championship, says Alex. Yes, that is true. Maybe that's the answer for Robert. Aman is probably looking at the chess.com computer championship. Okay, let's. We've done without chess for long enough. Let's do some 1 minute games. Who's gonna challenge me to get me warmed up? Come on, you guys. It's an important task, making Hammer feel confident before the big tournament. Almond is the first one. Let's keep pre-moving. Let's go here. Oh, that's a bad pre-move. Let's take this one. Develop this guy, develop this guy. Getting all the pieces into the center. Okay, I might just take this one. Very soon. And just, I'm gonna try to get my queen on these light squares. And checkmate. How do you defend against these light squares? What a monster combination. Queen and bishop, and no pawns to cover all of these very weak squares. You still have server issues, Peter. Did you try refreshing? Because the server had issues, but now it's seemingly back up. Ooh, let's try for the cheeky checkmate. No. Let's cover things and then attack. Here's an attack. Yeah, let's just exchange. I feel like I didn't play this the best way. But I'll manage. Oof, that's not good. The attack on both the queen and the knight. And now for the final touch. Guess this will do. Still error messages, says Daddy Cool. That is unfortunate. I don't know how to help you. I'm actually just feeling good about about my Vertrich with the pre-moves. The unexpected moves. We know to be careful about that, seeing as how he checkmated me not too long ago. The sneaky moves. Every time he has a possibility to threaten Maiden 1, I'm gonna be very, very careful. I was kind of expecting that, but it's not a good move. You have overextended your pieces. And now I'm gonna take your knight, and it's all good. Is there a tournament today? Asks Adult Bet Weather. Yes. Yes, there is. We're going to be playing the Title Tuesday tournament in 7 minutes, hopefully. Chess.com is having server issues, so there may be a delay. Have you signed up? No, I don't sign up until the last minute because I want to be able to play blitz games or bullet games while I wait. Ooh, actually, I just blundered that bishop. I forgot he had the bishop b5 check. Wow. Okay, I'm not playing very well. That was not. I should have seen that. Trades. I'm all for trades. More trades? Sure. But I'm gonna be a bit tricky first. I'm happy to do more trades. I'm just gonna be sneaky. Ooh, he took my knight. He could have taken my rook. Then I'm just gonna take all of his pieces. Ooh, many, many, many of his pieces. Wanna see magic? Hello, how are you? People are still having trouble, but it's working fine for me. Let's go see who today's participants are. Danya Naroditsky, the first seed with a whopping 3,000 almost rating. And we have Zaven Adriasian, one of the key players in the Armenian Eagles team that won the Pro Chess League. We have Shugirov. We have Genghis Khan from Argentina. I don't know who that is. We have Nihal Sahin, Alexander Khakmanov. this very strong IM from Vietnam, another Israeli, no, a Israeli, who I don't know. We have Gawain Jones, the Green Knight, Valdenotte. Georg Mayer just joined. We have from Chile, we have Giz. We have Yakov Nurovich, the Blitz Phenom from the U.S. Gadakamsky, the Chess Tiger. Alexander Fier. We have Holt from the U.S. Krikor is playing. But where am I? What has happened to my Blitz rating? Where am I? I'm down to 2,700. Okay. Maybe some room for improvement during the course of today. Ooh, and Grandalicious! Grandalicious is in it. Interesting. There's going to be a Scandinavian duel today. Grandalicious. And oof, it's so packed. So packed. Blitzstream with an almost 2,600 rating is number 58. Trent, number 67. What other interesting names do we have? Do we know any one of these guys? I don't think so. Golubev, 116. The Ukrainian Grandmaster. Wow. Yeah, no, it's a stacked field. Where's JLH? Asks Chira. Yeah, no, I was a bit disappointed about the number I had, but yeah, it's a tricky field. This must be the strongest field ever, says Hummlers. Honestly, I don't think it's even close. I mean, it's super strong, but I think it's been way stronger in the past. For instance, a couple of months ago, the Title Tuesday was a qualification that the winner got an invitation to the Isle of Man Open. The Isle of Man Open in cooperation with Chess.com. And that was unreal how strong it was. Is chess.com down for someone else? Yes, people in chat have said, some of them have said that chess.com is down. Chess.com was down for like 20 minutes not too long ago. But I got back in. A lot of other people got back in. And I have no idea what the problem is for the remaining people. Do you know if there's a possibility for Magnus to join? Well, anyone with a chess title can join the Title Tuesday, so there's a possibility. If you're looking for the probability, I would say it's very low. Okay, we're off against a player from Austria, FIDE Master Boxy. We're going to try to play the Catalan today. Bishop d7. Interesting. Partly because I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. You know what? Let's just take this. Surely it cannot be too bad taking back a pawn and having the bishop pair. Ooh, is he planning e5? Let's castle, just in case he decides to do e5. And what now? Maybe knight here? I probably I should have just taken this one. I think I was overthinking it. Okay, let's do this. Now the only move I'm afraid of is e5. Let's go here and then here and something along these lines. This is a bit of a strange move, but maybe I can do something in the middle. But primarily, I'm just threatening rook d1. What just happened? Is he playing knight b4? Oh, that's very bad news. Knight b4. What a move! What is going on? Knight b4? No. This is just horrible for him. Yeah, I think he's stressed out. I think he's kind of nervous to be playing against me, and it's causing him to play very bad moves. That is my hunch. So do I want to go here or this one? I think I'm gonna do this one. Yes. Here, and then c6, I go e4, knight c7, and then any piece to any square, maybe bishop e3. And instead he just blunders. And I'm gonna say thank you. And he's gonna resign. Because if queen takes d5, then knight takes e7, threatens both the queen and the king. And it's an easy win in the first round. And I know to appreciate those because in the Title Tuesday tournaments, I have given away points so many times in the first round because every round is tough. Where does the c1 bishop go? Asks Ever. Um, I don't need it to go anywhere because I'm just going to take his pieces. But eventually I was hoping to kind of do something like this. Move the pawn up and then the bishop out. Let's hammer your way to first place today, says Why is the Room Gone? Jesus Christ, I would not have been able to see that, says Alec. Well, you know what his mistake was, you know? He wasn't protecting his pieces enough. Well, maybe this is a bad example of it, but kind of things were loose. There were a lot of things being threatened all over the board. And I guess, Alec, you can rest assured that not being able to see that is not the end of the world, as a 2300 rated player also missed it. Somehow I always read the tournament as Tilted Tuesday, says Skelvihan. It's not an accident, actually, because most of the time I write it as titled, no, Tilted Tuesday. This is actually the first time I'm writing the proper name for the tournament. Normally I just write Tilted Tuesday because I know at the end of the tournament, like, 80% of the time, I'm tilted afterwards. How you doing? Asks Norwegian chess giant. I'm fine. Knight b4, you had rook d7. I'm not sure. I think knight d4. I would strongly consider queen d2. I think is the emergency break of the position. Because if rook d7, knight c2 takes here and takes on a1, then this knight is threatening the bishop. And if my knight takes here, then rook d1 check. King here, and then I guess something like takes here threatens this one, and then after this you can go like knight c6. It feels as though black is able to get out with a significant material advantage. So knight b4 was very scary, and my queen is threatened and my rook is threatened. So probably queen d2. But I mean, there are other problems with this move, like queen d2, knight, queen a4. Now threatening my queen, threatening my knight. Knight b4 would have been very unpleasant. It was not necessary to blunder that. I had a good position. I could play e4 and have a solid advantage. Hammer is always on tilt, says Meba. Oh, yeah, okay. Do you know why Magnus isn't playing these tournaments anymore? Asks Mirviksen. Well, Magnus never played the title Tuesday. Once. So there's something off with your premise. Okay. Magnus played twice? Really? Okay, I'm sorry then. My bad. I don't think I was participating in those tournaments in that case. Okay. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Link to the tournament. And Moobot responds immediately. Thank you, Moobot, for helping out Ruben. Okay, I didn't realize Magnus had played it, but that has to be like 3 years ago, right? I mean, it has to be such a long time. Let's take a look at some of the ongoing games. We have Krikor, and Krikor is down a piece. He's in big trouble here. 7 seconds on the clock. He's gonna lose this, presumably, to Lucy? Lizzie? From Australia, although their black blundered a pawn, and that's gonna be enough to stress anyone out, especially someone who's potentially ruining a good position against a strong player. How do you get the king into the game? You gotta start running with this guy. Yeah, you need to get the king around. Don't make it more complicated than it is. And that was not the right plan for black. And Krikor grabs activity with the king. Oh, and he gets the perpetual check. The Isn't this 3 times the... Oh, and he offers a draw. Luisi offers a draw, and Krikor misses it. I think Krikor didn't realize that his opponent offered a draw, because he would never decline here. Thugso with the 8-month resub. Thank you. I don't know. I highly doubt Krikor would decline a draw here. He must have missed it. And his opponent is still playing for a draw. Black is completely winning. Well, I don't think that was the right move. Unbelievable stuff. Even bishop takes e4 is much better for black. Even bishop takes e4 would be... Wow. Yeah, that was... Someone in the chess.com chat is saying no ambition for black. And I think that's... the black guy didn't want to win the game. And as a result, he didn't try to win the game. Or as a result, he didn't win the game. Okay, another London system. Are people not tired of this stuff? I know I am. I am very tired of this stuff. Can't people just stop playing the London? It's nothing special. Okay, so how do we cope with this move? I guess we just put every single piece we have to attack the square. Yeah, this wasn't as successful an opening as I was hoping, but we'll manage. Game aborted. That's not a good sign. London system is super lame, says Linolem. Tell me about it. Super lame is normally something that suits me. So I once tried it to play it with white, but even with white, I wasn't able to do anything. Okay, they're about to restart the tournament because a lot of people missed out on their first game. Quite a few people couldn't join. Okay, so they have made a decision that the tournament is going to restart, but they're going to restart in 15 minutes? Why are we waiting for 15 minutes? I have now asked the pertinent question. Why are we waiting for 15 minutes for the restart? And I'm hoping to get an answer pretty soon. So people can rejoin. Rejoin in 5 minutes, no? Okay. I understand why we're restarting. My question is, why are we waiting for a full 15 minutes to restart when it could be done in 5? Go make yourself a cup of cocoa, buddy, says Lawrence Trent. Yeah, it's not like I have a stream to entertain. How would you guys feel if I went and got myself some cocoa? Because that's the only sweet thing you'll be tasting over the next couple of hours, says Lawrence. Yeah, okay. He's trying his best at the trash talk. There's more to it than rebooting, says Mikey. Yeah, I guess. Fine, go get Coco, says Brooklyn. I'll do that then. But don't you guys run away. You gotta promise to still be here when I'm back with my Coco. Okay, I'm back, and I have some cocoa. According to Lawrence Trent, the only sweet thing I will taste for the next couple of hours. So I guess we will remove the text. Streamer no longer fetching cocoa. I'm upset. Please get me a cup of tea, says a lot of pain. Well, that is the traditional Sheldon Cooper consolation prize. A hot beverage, be it tea or cocoa. I guess I don't have a cocoa cup, so we're gonna go with the tea cup. Thank you, Rumblers! 500 bits with a couple of carrot emotes. Thank you. I would have some carrots too, but I haven't. It's gonna sound silly, but I haven't opened the. I have a pack of carrots I haven't opened, and I don't want to open it just now. I want to, keep them fresh for dinner tomorrow. Is it cold out? Asks Mikey. Um, no, I don't think so. I was out walking today. It was very pleasant, like 18, 17 degrees Celsius. Hopefully, he and Hammer will play, says Heretha. Yeah, I hope so. I want to spank. Can I say that? Spank? I want to kick. Spank sounds more pleasant than kick. But I want to make Lawrence hurt, is the short summation. Howdy, Tattered Green. Couple of teacups. Tell us about milk or water. Um, I have a confession to make. It's instant cocoa. It's the best I can do in this short amount of time. So it's hot water and the chocolate powder. No milk. Hot, very, very hot. No milk, very hot. And the instant cocoa with water. I think if any one of you thought that I was able to make proper cocoa in 4 minutes, then you don't know how to make proper cocoa. Everyone should have a kettle. I mean, it's like the number one utility in the kitchen. Everything good requires you to boil water, be it carrots or well, carrots you can have raw, but tea and cocoa and spaghetti, everything requires hot water. It started, says Alex. Um, I don't know. I don't think so. On my screen, it says that it begins in 11 minutes. So they're not even having a 15-minute break. They're extending it to a 20-minute break. And I'm gonna have to win my game one all over. I had a good start winning the first game. And now we gotta try that all over. We have a famous participant joining us. It's Wesley So. Wesley So is joining us as the number 2 seed. Sorry. Stay with me. I think this is good. Do you see the flashes when I kind of adjust it? That's got to be pretty annoying. Okay, let's get the number seed spots in as well. You do see the flashes. Okay, that's not good. Oh well. C'est la vie. Oh, Peter, are you really? I'm sorry. So much for adjusting things. Is that Duda in third place? Asks Tom. It might very well be. I have no idea. It's a pretty good man from Poland. So Duda seems like a decent guess. Any tournaments coming up in Oslo? Asks Norwegian chess giant. I'm very glad you asked because I touched upon this earlier, but I'm going to repeat myself. I am going to be a part of the Oslo Chess Festival starting September 30th in Oslo. And it's a tournament for players of all calibers. There's going to be grandmasters, and there's going to be uh, pretty people who are not grandmasters, let's say. And there's going to be young players and there's going to be old players. It's just going to be a very varied field. And we're going to do some nice, good internet coverage because who says that you have to have the top 20 in the world to do a good broadcast? No one says that. And we're going to prove no one wrong. Right? I'm confused. Um, anyhow, so that's happening September 30th through October 7th. I'm going to post the link to the website in the chat. I think it's pretty straightforward. It's like oslochessfestival.com. Actually, it's .no. Sorry. I'm gonna correct myself. Oslochessfestival.no. Coverage is going to be on Twitch, on the Chess.com No channel, the channel for Norwegian content. But normally the Chess.com No channel is exclusively Norwegian language. But we're going to make an exception, and we're going to have English content from Norway on the channel, and I'm going to be part of the commentator team. Aussie with the sub, thank you. What did you have for dinner? Asks Mikey. That's a good question. I had chorizo sausage. Let's go, says Vinsildin. Well, I hope so. We're gonna start in 6 minutes. Um, this time, hopefully, for real. They're finally not censoring my name when donating? Oh, okay. I'll see. You have not been censored by the good people of Streamlabs, and we thank them for it. My link didn't work. Wow, I couldn't have the www? That's just weird. My bad, but thank you to Skelveran for correcting me. Why are you not in the Olympiad? Asks the Liquidator. It's because I turned down my when the Federation asked if I wanted to play. I said no. It's a combination of not wanting to play for free and and a couple of other reasons. Yes, John Bartholomew. Thanks for reminding me, Norwegian chess giant. John Bartholomew was one of the participants of the Oslo Chess Festival last year. So they have a tradition of getting some pretty good guests. I'm just saying, you may want to see the coverage we get going. Yes, I'm not playing the Olympiad past pawn. Want to see Magic? Did you ever play the Carlsen app, the Play Magnus app? Yes, I did. I lost many times against like age 13, age 14. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to try age 24 once and then just, be done with it. And on my first try, I beat age 24 and I decided that, well, you can't do much better than that. And I stopped playing. And that has to be like 3 years ago because he's 27 now, and 24 was the top level. I also beat the real Carlsen. Yes, that is true, Fernando. I beat the real Carlsen. Also good. Is John attending this year? Asks Norwegian chess giant. No, Bartholomew isn't coming, I think. There's a participation list somewhere, but I have not studied it, I'm afraid. So I don't actually know who's playing, which I really should have checked before, trying to promote the event to you guys. But there you go. I guarantee you that no matter who's playing, it's going to be an entertaining time. We don't need the very best players. I mean, we can make good content regardless of who's playing, is what I'm saying. So it doesn't really matter who's playing because we're going to make a good show. You're not even on the players list, says Norwegian Chess Giant. Yes, I'm doing commentary. I can't even stay for the whole tournament because I'm going to the US. I'm going to St. Louis uh, to play the fall classic tournament they're organizing with a lot of strong players. Magnus lost to himself age 18. Well, he lost plenty of time age 14 as well. No, I mean, age 14 is so tricky. If you treat it like a blitz game, you're in trouble. Have we started yet? No, but we're down to the last minute. The tournament is starting in one minute. Let's take a final look at the participants list. It's Naroditsky, Wesley So, possibly Duda, and then we have Shugirov, we have Nihal Sahin, we have Anton Smirnov, Mayer, this Vietnamese IM. Many good players, but let's get back to the board because we just started and I'm playing JBD, probably from the US because he has the National Master title, which doesn't actually exist outside of the US. Are you playing the St. Louis 960 tourney? No, I'm not. They have good players for that. What I'm playing, they have bad players. Big difference. Okay, I have played this a couple of times against Quicor, and it has worked pretty well against Quicor, so why not against Mr. JBD? Tattered green with a little Sultan of Kings. I like that. But the emote didn't really, it didn't pan out as I was hoping. But I like the general idea of the kind of sultan's hat and the feather and the saber. Okay, so I actually have to play h4, I think. There's something about you're supposed to not allow white to go g4 and open up. Um, but on the other hand, how do I stop this now? Ah, yeah, I think it's bishop d5. He cannot go g3 because of bishop d5. And the rook is actually trapped here. And if he goes something like c4, then I'm going to have b5 in some lines. Even here, just b5, making sure that I have the d5 square for the bishop. Okay, so he plays g3. I'm going to take the rook. He's going to take here. And even if I win the exchange, which I do, it's not at all clear because he gets some pretty nice pieces. Maybe I shouldn't even take the rook. You know what? I'm going to wait taking the rook because he doesn't really have anything to do in the meantime. It's not like the rook is going anywhere, and if I can get him to spend a tempo on moving the rook first, maybe that's good. This is very complicated. Very difficult situation for both players. Never knew it was pronounced Yoon, says Ash Ketchum. Well, now you know. Now you know. I guess you saw this one, right? Yeah, I'm pretty dead. I had missed this move. I had missed this move, and I'm pretty dead. Or am I? Yeah, I'm pretty dead. Uh, Bishop g2? Wow, if that works, this is going to be such an epic game. Well, that might actually work. Wow. Okay, there's some sick stuff going on right now. Very, very sick stuff. Okay, I guess he's going to take and then go bishop e4. Yeah, then I'm just 2 pawns down. I was considering taking on h1, but it just feels so dangerous and letting him play rook takes g7. Yeah, but this is maybe worse. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Okay. I mean, I'm lost, but I'm not dead lost, if that's a thing. I mean, I can fight here. Yeah, I really miss when had already won the first game. I said it. These first round games are so tricky. Every game is so tricky. Okay, let's go here. Back here. The swindle, no problemo. No problemo. Faster? What are you guys talking about? I had that completely under control. No issue whatsoever. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Nice comeback. I had attacking chances throughout. I was not concerned for a single second. Coco calm, says Chira. Thank you. 5 seconds? I mean, I only lose on time with 0 seconds. And for those of you who haven't realized, there's 2 seconds extra added per move you make. So even when you're being pretty calm, you shouldn't lose on time because you always get an additional 2 seconds. How was the rook trapped? Asks Paito. Um, well, I mean, oh, okay, the rook wasn't trapped. My bad. But on the other hand, if he plays this move, then he cannot take this one. And if he cannot take this one, he cannot open the G file towards my king. And if he cannot do that, then he's in so much trouble because I'm going to do attacking stuff on this side. So my bad, yeah. The rook isn't actually trapped, but it's just so awkward that both rooks are unable to do anything um, later in the game. Yeah, so yeah, you're right. I thought it was trapped actually, but it's just a miscoordination. And my opponent also felt the same way that these rooks aren't really getting anywhere. So it's better to make a sacrifice. And it was a good sacrifice, I think. I mean, this is a very dangerous situation for me. With the rook on the open file pointing towards the king, this pawn is coming, And then if I try to avoid the exchange, then he's got a new pawn coming afterwards. And it's difficult for me to create anything against the white king. So being an exchange down doesn't really matter as long as the exchange is basically these bishops doing a great job of pointing towards the king side. Yeah, there was another interesting situation in this game. Um, yeah, when I played bishop g2, I seriously considered just taking this guy. And then check and king f8. And I don't think he can give checkmate. I was calculating something like this. Bishop g6, takes. But then just bishop e4. And, okay, he has a perpetual check here. But I don't think he has more than perpetual check. What made me decide not to go for this was that I saw he could go here. And just take the bishop back. But maybe I should have gone for this. Because then I'm kind of escaping with the king. Okay, new game. New game against Sarasi from Kosovo. I feel like I played this guy before. I'm pretty sure I played this guy before in some kind of European tournament. Okay, white has been allowed to make a big pawn center. It's a good start. Yeah, let's just play good normal chess. Why did you expose your king? Asks Mickey. Well, I didn't really have a choice. The G file was going to be opened no matter what I did, so I chose to get a rook for my troubles. Of course, I ended up not taking said rook, but you get the idea. Challenge Naroditsky, says El Ignorante. Well, I'm playing in a tournament. The tournament decides whether or not I get challenged against Naroditsky. This guy is thinking for a very long time. Okay, e5. That's pretty aggressive, especially when we consider the opening he had was not very aggressive. I guess he's gonna go for this. No. I think I can just take a pawn. It seems like he's daring me to take a pawn, and I'm gonna oblige. I usually take them when I'm offered one. Let's take this one. He may not have seen that I was attacking two pawns at once. Is that what you call a fork? I believe so. Yeah, if I were him right now, I'd be getting pretty desperate. Because he's just a pawn down for nothing. That may I may have played that the wrong way, but I still think this is pretty good for me. And by may have, I of course mean I most definitely played that the wrong way. But it's all good. Maybe it's not. I thought this was going to be better than it is. Takes. Here. Yeah, I misplayed this. I guess let's go back. Yeah, it was not the most accurate way of playing. I'll concede that. Well, I'm still a bit better. Still a little bit better. Gonna be a pawn up. He's gonna try to give a fork, but I don't think it's gonna work. He's gonna try the doubled attack, but then I'm gonna counter with the checkmate threat, and then I have rook b2. Yeah. Should I take this one? No. Should I play bishop b2? Actually, maybe bishop b2 might be even better, but it gives away this guy. I'm not really a fan of giving away that guy. Yeah, I can't really decide. Okay, let's do this. So he needs to go rook c6 to protect this guy. And then I'm going to give a check. And then back up the bishop. And now compared to the other line, I think I won a tempo. Can I rush? You know what? I should just play calmly. Let's just protect this guy and then rush. I could have played this move earlier. I just missed it. Now he has knight d4, but it's still good for me. Just keep pushing the pawn. He's going to go knight e6. I'm going to go here. I'm going to give a check. Okay, it's all good. The pawn is queening, and it's a win for Hammer. Gotham Chess is doing the after party. Thank you for telling me, Chessbait. I was actually intending to ask in the Slack, but I forgot. Cool, calm, and collected, says Bursting. Yeah, that has been the trend so far. Well, calm. I wasn't. I was calm on the outside for the previous game, but there was stuff going on inside my head. Good game, says Tattered Green. Thank you. Yeah, that was. I thought that was pretty clean. I played some bad moves, but everyone plays bad moves. Was that a dog barking in the in the background? My cat is freaking out. Yeah, it was. But I closed the window, so I cannot get the dog to shut up any more than closing the window. 9 or 10 rounds. It's 10 rounds, Styly. So this is going to take some time. Cool, calm, and collected. Yeah, that's good. Uh, Gawain has a. Ooh, he's in trouble. Gawain has the black pieces. So he's in trouble. He should go king h6. Yes, good move. And now he should give check, and check, and check, and check. And now he should go king here, I think. Yes. Good technique from Gawain. Gawain knows his rook endings. Very good. Very good play from Gawain. Ooh, and he blunders the pawn, and it's a draw. Good defense from Gawain, and it's a draw. Very well defended. Can we see the standings, please? Asks Ukiyu. Yes, we can go see the standings. It's Naroditsky, Wesley So, Duda. Well, we're assuming it's Duda. Len, Lenderman, Sahin. A lot of good players on 2 out of 2, including including yours truly, Mr. Hammer. Yeah, this is not what we're interested in seeing. Let's go here. You're doing just fine and dandy. Commentary is great, says Tyler Green. Well, thank you. Unsolicited compliments are always very welcome. What are we waiting for? That's a good question. We are waiting for Iranian kid Aryan Golami playing with the white pieces against French FIDE master Haikos. And they have played 107 moves, and they could go for 50 more, I'm sure. It's almost as if black should keep the pawn on e6, not to extend the 50 move period. But it does look very much like a draw. I don't know about this move. I would have kept the rook on the e file to protect the pawn. Okay, but he seems to have it under control. Yes, yes, and now give a check, forcing the king back, and then you go back, The rook tries to go. No, now you can just keep the rook here. And he has to try like not there, but not there either. But he needs to go to like c7. But then you can start giving checks from the side. So black has gotten a good defensive structure. And now he's just going to go back and forth, back and forth. Actually, on king f3, he's going to go check here. Very good check, and then back. Just making sure that white isn't allowed to go rook e4, trying to grab control over the fourth rank. Gulami just declined a draw. Surely they are approaching the 50 move rule. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure when the last pawn was moved. Moved 70. I think it's going to be a draw if they make a claim now. I think the last pawn move was on move 70. And give a check. I think it's safe to offer a draw now. Haikus. Make the draw offer. Do not move your pawn. Do not permit your opponent to move a pawn. Okay, I'm pretty sure they played 50 moves. Do you have any tournament plans coming up? Asks Stiley. Yes, I do. I'm playing the St. Louis Fall Classic, which starts early October, and I will be playing a group of players rated about 2650. So everyone is around 100 in the world. Ooh, Elsan Mukhadiabadi is my new opponent. I actually had lunch with him this summer at the Extracon Open in Helsinki. And he's playing some very strange opening. And I guess we're just gonna do this. And this. And then maybe this. And this. So far so good, I think. But what now? What's next? In these structures, I'm always tempted to just take this guy. Let's do it. If you want to do something, you should do it. Har du list, har du lov, says the Norwegians. Okay, and then I'm going to do this. Then this. Honestly, I'm not sure about this. I am not sure. I think it'll be fine. Kind of nervous about getting checkmated. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm not nervous about getting checkmated anymore. That was pretty generous of him, giving me that bishop. Now the question is, can I prevent knight c6? I have a feeling the answer to that is no. Let's go here. And then here. That's a very strange move. Yeah, he just blundered. Rook e2. I don't know what that was. But now queen g5 is going to be very good. Because f3 then I can take back. That was kind of the problem with his move. Oh wait, he's trapping my bishop! I have absolutely no awareness. He's trapping my bishop. Oh my god, so bad. I'm not paying attention at all. He's trapping my bishop. Oh, that was so silly. I had a great position. And I think I just got too eager. I guess this move? Because then... No. The only thing this is doing is forcing him to play h3, but that doesn't really matter. I just blundered my bishop. Like a silly, silly man. So h3, queen here. Ooh, h3, maybe I can go queen here. But then knight here. I have no understanding of why he's thinking. I mean, he has one move that wins the bishop. Maybe he's afraid of bishop takes g2. Check, check, check. Doesn't really work. Doesn't work at all. There, there, there. Yeah. It's just bad. I don't know. He gave me some hope having such a long think, but there is no hope. There is no hope. It's just a bad position. Very bad. Yeah, so my hope is kind of getting at his bishop. But he's just going to delay taking my guy until he's fully satisfied that his guy is safe. And that's pretty annoying. Ugh, that was a bad move. And he's still not going to take this guy. I really wish he would take my bishop because then I can get my rook to do something. But he's not going to do it. Now I'm losing on time as well. Yeah, see, he was so effective. Now my pawns are silly. Instead, I wanted my rook here, but couldn't make it happen. Ugh. Okay, I'm just going to take this guy. No more playing around. you gonna do? Yeah, I'm really not sure what happened there. I thought I had a good position from the opening, but turns out I was wrong. I'm gonna keep fighting, but there's no use. Yeah, I don't really understand what happened there. Maybe I misevaluated this, but it just felt like me getting the bishop should be so good for me. Yeah, it was nice until it wasn't. Yeah, I may have misevaluated this. I thought this was very good for me, but there are things to suggest that I was wrong. Even this should still be good, right? If I just make a move like c4, I have a very good position. Yeah, c4. And then get the rook. Yeah, I played queen g5 too quickly. Because here I have a really good position, probably. Just c4. And then queen g5, f4, and I mean f4 is a really ugly move because it means that my bishop can stand here for all eternity. But you can make ugly moves when the result is that on the next move he's going to trap my bishop and I have absolutely no defense. Oh well. What are you going to do? Let's look at some other games. Who are still playing? Bartholomew is playing. Bartholomew is winning against my opponent from the previous round. Okay, goodbye tiebreak score. But hello points for Finns. And then we have Smooth as a Hedgehog. That doesn't sound very smooth. Making a draw against Nate Solon. I refuse to believe Black is going to be able to win this. Just, well, that move I'm not sure about. Because now Black has... Okay, I'm not sure about these latest moves. Although that's the same position close to 3 times. That was not a very good move. And now White is losing. I think. This is a draw. This is potentially a win. But I don't know about this. He had check here now. Okay, but now Black is winning. Yeah, White did not defend this in a good manner. Did you have queen g6 with a bishop d3 plan? No, I don't think so. Because after bishop d3, he just moves the knight to like d6. I mean, I still get the rook, but the two pieces are just so much more powerful than the rook. Because he's able to make a pawn storm against my king, and my pieces aren't really, they have trouble getting into play. Okay, king h4, the sign of a desperate man. And I believe on the next move, white will resign. Yo Yoon, says Melamsete. How are you? Smooth game, someone says, ironically, in the chat. In the chess.com chat. And everyone is watching because everyone is waiting for this game to finish. And white will lose this one, and Nate will be the winner. It was f5. If he moves the knight, you can play. Oh, you're still talking about my game. Oh, interesting. The winner of this game, Nate, is my opponent for the next game. I do have 2 points out of 3, so it's not a disaster yet. And judging from Nate's play, which we just observed, I was not massively impressed. I think that's the polite way of saying it. I was not massively impressed with that. So I think I have good chances. Let's castle. Pretty sure this is the opening someone taught me at one point. Or maybe not. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to play knight b3. I may have misplayed this. Because now he has b4. Okay, but he doesn't use his opportunity to play b4. So I'm going to move this guy. Now if queen b6, then probably I can just take this one. How about I just take this one? I should get like a trade emote. I would really like that. I'm going to talk to someone about that. Just getting all the trades in, winning a pawn. He's going to take with the bishop, and then I take here, and then I take this one. Trades galore. And hammer with an extra pawn at the end. Maybe he has bishop d4. I didn't really consider that. Maybe bishop d4. But then I have knight here to e4. Should be good. So far, so good. This knight is actually helping dominating the bishop. The bishop doesn't really have a lot of places to go because the knight is doing a good job of covering squares. Ooh, he has f5. So let's not do that. Never mind. Well, f5, maybe I have c3. Takes, takes. He gets a very active knight. The question is, can I live with him getting a very active knight? I think the answer is yes. I'm going to try this. Maybe it's really, really bad. But maybe it's good. We won't find out until we try. And I just tried. Okay, so f5, c3, takes, bishop f5. Okay, we're gonna find out. Also, if I'm nervous, I can just not take this guy. I can go with the king. Okay, he's nervous, and he chooses not to take this guy. That I had not seen coming. Maybe he's clever. I don't know. I can go with the king. Interesting. What are my other options? You know what? I'm just going to do it. This is round 4, passed pawn. I have 2 points out of 3. Now is the big question. If he goes rook f8, do I play king e5 or king g3? Big decision. I might be in trouble. Check here. Knight d4, bishop g4, h5. Knight here. I'm not too concerned about this move. Doesn't intimidate me in the same way the other move did. You know what? I'm just gonna protect my guys. Yes. I'm just gonna protect my guys and use the king for activity. Good active king in the endgame. You know how the masters tell us you need to have an active king? Well, I followed their advice. And as a result, I am winning. I am winning. There's no mating net. I'm just winning. Okay, so he wants to give a check. I don't really see how I'm going to prevent that. So I guess he gets a check, but I get a pawn. So I'm fine with this. You may get a check, but I get a pawn. Good trade. Maybe I can take this one. Okay, I'm just going to take this. Can I take this one? I'm going to say no. Okay, this isn't really what I was looking for, but it's what I got. So I guess we're going to do the best with it as best we can. Should be winning. But I also should have had something better. Let's go here, here. And it's a win. 3 points out of 4. Not great, but not bad either. You're the master now, so you can make up your own sayings. How is this clearly winning? Asks Stiley. Well, I thought I had an active king and I was a pawn up. Sounds good to me. In an endgame, pawn up, active king. Sounded very good to me. Actually, at that point, I guess I wasn't a pawn up, but it was just I was attacking a lot of his guys. I mean, the knight was attacking if we go back. The knight is doing a great job of attacking here. And then my king is pretty active, so I'm kind of, it's helping out, making threats towards this pawn. And I'm about to, go rook d6 to increase the pressure here. Everything is kind of falling apart. If he goes a5, then I take this one. Yes, I guess the main thing is about this construction on the queen side with the pawns protecting each other and the fact that I was about to completely annihilate that self-protection they had going on. And after that, it's just a matter of getting a new queen, essentially. Who stopped you from getting 4 out of 4? It was Elsan Mukhadiabadi. And Elsan is actually currently on maximum score in 6th place. So he's having a good tournament. Oh, and Nargathronic says that Elsan actually beat Danya. So a huge game there for Elsan. When did you become a grandmaster? Asks Pugel. I became a grandmaster in January. Well, it was like early January 2009 when I was 18 years old. Let's watch some games. Krikor has one of the longest games of the round, and he's going to win with an extra piece. And there's no stopping this pawn. It's just going to proceed to become a new queen. Or maybe there is something blocking the pawn. Ooh, he's playing at 2782. So this guy is fighting his bestest. So keep in mind that if they exchange off the rooks, then it's a draw. So Krikor needs to avoid the exchange of rooks. But it does feel like he has made some progress. Yes. Good play from Krikor. And now this is winning. Check, check, and then you go grab the rook. Good play from Krikor. And he has won in 92 moves. 92 moves. Next up, oh, Bartholomew is still playing. Bartholomew trying to win with a passed pawn on the d-file. His opponent reluctant to take the guy on g5 because that means white can stop protecting against checks and actually do something. But I feel like black is going to run out of checks anyhow. So I'm not sure this was the smartest way to proceed. Ooh, the queen exchange. I have no idea what's going on right now. Ah, white is just winning. King b6. Good move. Just take the queen and then king c5, and it's game over. And Bartholomew gets a very good win. That was not a good move. Go back. Okay, it's fine. Okay, we're ready for the next round. Who will be my opponent? Lavre from Russia. And I'm actually higher rated. So I guess I gotta go win this thing. Let's do this. And this. I cannot tell whether I'm tricking myself or my opponent. But this looks moderately good for white. That knight seems a bit strange. I guess let's take this one. And here. Maybe a3 first was better, but maybe even bishop g2. Yeah, maybe he can go c5 since I kind of exposed my queen. c5 and then use the knight to kind of chase the queen. Okay, I'm going to go bishop g2 to stop any c5 funkiness. Now let's go this move. You know what? I'm just going to take this guy. Okay, maybe I should have taken that guy on the last move. Castles looks fine. E5 strikes me as a risky move. Let's take this guy. Could take this one and then here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Looks good to me so far. I have the bishop pair. It's really all I need. All I ask for, all I need. So, what's going to happen next? I really want to go here so that whenever he castles, I can take this one. And also, maybe after queen d7, I can go a4 when he cannot play a5, so he gets some trouble with the knight as well. Now, if a4, then a5. So let's do this instead. I'm kind of tempted to go here, but I don't really have a follow-up. Maybe I misplayed this. Maybe his position is so solid that I can't really do anything. So I guess f4 then g5. Yeah. I'm not too happy with my position. I thought it was going to be really, really good, but it's difficult for me to find some weakness in his position to attack. And that's when things become problematic. Yeah, now he's going to play queen e5. Uh, yeah, I'm in trouble actually. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I'm not doing very well. So unnecessary. Okay, so if knight d5, rook c2, I'm fine, I would think. And now I'm kind of thinking that a4 is the idea. Yeah, let's do that. And take this one. Take this one. And that was a blunder. He blundered. So now if rook takes, I should have something. I'm not sure what just yet, but I should have something. I think that something is going to be this move. Yeah. Okay, good game to me. And 4 out of 5, that's a pretty good score. 4 out of 5 is a pretty good score. And that was it. I wasn't too sure about my position, but just suddenly all my pieces were activated. And especially when both my rook and bishop got to be pointing against the f7 square, that's all she wrote. So even in this position, it's kind of difficult for black. So to me, it feels like, I don't know. Probably he should have tried knight d5. Because then if rook b3, he can go b6. And my rook is kind of stuck. It never gets into play the same way it did in the game. But the way he played it, I was able to activate my rook along the 7th rank. And that was pretty catastrophic for black. Can you show us standings? Asks Huba Buba. Okay, let's go to the standings. Wow, Elson has won another game. He's at 5 out of 5. And that is actually excellent news for my tiebreak. My tiebreak is well helped by Elson being 5 out of 5. But yet I cannot see myself on this list. Krikor is still playing. He has 4 out of 4. Very good score for Krikor. And where is Hammer? Okay, Hammer with terrible tie breaks. The worst tie breaks of everyone at 4 out of 5. I guess never mind then. Never mind that I thought I had good tie breaks. Everyone else I played against must have done horrendously poorly. Because I mean, the top tie break here is 11, and I'm at 3 for tie breaks. Wow. And Elsan is in the lead with Jeffrey Shong and Sergio Chess. I don't know who this is. Probably someone named Sergey. Ah, it's probably Grigorians, actually. He's pretty strong. Um, let's look at some of the remaining games. For instance, how is Gawain doing? Gawain is probably going to make a draw, but he just blundered. Did you guys see that? He blundered c5 check, and his opponent didn't play c5, and then he prevents it. Yeah. Oh, and his opponent, what is... I mean, White could have played a4 there and just blocked off the entire queen side, and instead he blunders... He blunders... What is going on? Horrible play from White, and he loses on time. Shocking, shocking stuff. That was actually really, really poor. First he misses c5 check, then he doesn't block off with a4. That was unbelievable. What are the tie breaks? Asks Uki. I don't know actually. I don't know. It feels weird that I only have 3 tiebreak points, but the computer doesn't really miscalculate. So, c'est la vie. Danya is in a losing position. Apparently something happened. No. Well, yeah, I guess he got into a Zugzwang kind of thing. But yeah, Danya is dead and lost. And yeah, just knight g6 into the pawn ending. And the pawn promotes. And there's nothing you can do about this. And Danya resigns. And Danya is at 3 points out of 5. And that is fewer points than me. So that's not great. And we're about to start round number 6. Khalil Musavi. He's actually higher rated than me, but I have never heard of this guy, ever. It's amazing how many kids the Iranians are getting up to a very high level. I mean, Aryan is the world champion, but he's our guy. But even without Aryan, the Iranians are doing so well. Maybe I should go knight h6. Knight h6, h3. Could be interesting. f6, sacrifice. Nah, let's just play normal. Normal play from Hammer. I guess we do this. Okay, so he doesn't take. This kind of G5 thing, it looks pretty scary, but I think for the moment the bishop is pretty safe. So I'm not sure that this G5 move is as scary as it looks initially. So I guess we're doing this kind of thing, getting on the G file. Now he's coming with queen here. It's a bit annoying. Just a little bit annoying. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna go here. I don't like it, but I feel like it may have been necessary. Oh, I blundered. I thought I could go queen h4, but he can just play queen f3. Oh, so unnecessary. Yeah. I thought I had queen h4, but he just wins a piece. No problem. I guess I'll have to go back, but that's a big concession. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Bad, bad, bad. Yeah, maybe bishop here. No, wait, he's just checkmating me. Queen g2 is just checkmate. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I was in trouble anyhow, but I'm really surprised how fast this went downhill. I didn't think this kind of thing was supposed to be so dangerous. But yeah, losing two tempos is just, yeah, going back and forth just to letting him get the attack is not. It wasn't my proudest moment. Yeah. Yeah, that was embarrassing. I guess we're gonna look at Elsan with the black pieces fighting against Jeffrey Shang's bishop pair. He's playing very quickly. Knight D. Wow, both of them are playing so quickly. Oh, and Jeffrey Shang actually is leading by a minute and a half on the clock. How is that even possible? But he's about to win this game because that's a pawn on f6. And the bishop pair is still creating so much trouble. Oh, and that's just rook takes f5. It's game over. Yeah, or rook f8 is also checkmate. That's another good idea. Let's look at Gawain. Queen f4 is going to be problematic for black. This looks like a big, big disaster. Rook takes e5 and then king c7. King c7. And then I was going to say d4, but after c4, what's happening? c4, queen c1. That's pretty calm and collected play. If it's good, it's good. It's just difficult to believe. Okay, so he goes c4, queen c1, bishop b5. Ooh, queen a5. The threat of queen a5. Big trouble right here for Gawain. And if king b6, then rook e6 is winning. Yeah, big, big trouble. Rook e6. Queen moves. And then, I guess queen b4, threatening a4. And then Gawain will play c3, using the pawn as a deflection. And then takes, rook c8. But black doesn't escape the fact that his king is going to be... Okay, rook e7. Queen c5. But now check. Check and takes here. Or... wasn't it better to give a check first? Okay, but Gawain is back in this. And now Gawain has an extra queen. And he wins! Gawain wins with an extra queen. That was some crazy stuff going on right there. I feel like if you had just taken this one, then white would have won the game. But he let the pawn go. And he had to regret, he was regretting that decision. Definitely regretting that afterwards. This tournament looks harder than the arenas. Are you kidding me, dude? I mean, it's uncomparable. I mean, there's like literally 20 times more good players in it. Okay, let's look at Bartholomew. Another queen ending, but this time he is the one with the pawn deficit. And he's going to give tons of checks, hoping for the best, but I don't see those checks really amounting to anything. Yeah, no more checks. And now f4. And now you have two pawns to kind of keep the king sheltered. Ooh, and he just goes... Ah, yeah, it's fine. Ooh, king g6, because the queen trade is no good. And the black king keeps creeping up the board. Interesting defense here. But the king gets checked back. And there's still no checks. And now there's a check. Ah, but the king hides. Ah, but he gets the pawn. Okay, good fighting here. Could have given a check there on f4. That would have forced the queen exchange. Ooh, bad blunder from Bartholomew. You should give diagonal checks in queen endings. Always give diagonal checks. So check, check, and you keep fighting. And here, what do you do in this situation? You give a diagonal check. And there's no way of putting anything in between. Here you go. Yeah, that was pretty close. Actually, here you don't have any good checks. It's probably winning. Hmm. What round is this? Says Google Poogle. This is round number 6, so we have 4 games remaining. Let's see. Let's take a look at Krikor. Krikor beats Sargsyan. A huge game for Krikor. Winning against the Armenian magician that is Sargsyan. And Ripper with the 8-month resub. Thank you. Well, diagonal checks are often the way to go, but it's not always, right? So it's the ones you miss are often the diagonal checks, but in general you try to give a lot of them, a lot of checks. Okay, it appears we're gonna take a look at Mr. Champ, who thinks he can win with a rook against a knight. I'm here to tell him that that's not gonna happen. But we're gonna watch him try, I suppose. Let's see how many moves out. Here, move 86 is, so that means the magic number is move 136. So we're gonna watch this kid try to win for 20 more moves and fail. Just go knight f3. Yes, good move. And then back. And then back. And then back. And now you go here. And then you go back. Well, actually here you can go with the king. And then you go here. And you attack the rook. And then you go back. And then you give a check. Give a check. Oh, and then you take the rook. And this is the thing. Even when he blunders the rook, it's still a draw. How unfair. Okay, Jack Snipe. I have no idea who this is, but I probably should know. The Dutch Grandmasters, I should know. Is this Benjamin? Jack Snipe? He is wannabe cool enough to call himself Jack Snipe. I mean, he's not cool enough, but he's wannabe cool enough. So what are we going to do today? I guess we're going to play Mayor style and just get the bishop pair. Wait, how do we play Mayor style? Is it 95 now? I'm confused. I played this against Mickey once. With the white pieces against Mickey Adams. Are you a big fan of the Catalan? Asks Passed Pawn. Well, I had some good results with it, some good games. I'm a decent sized fan. Big is maybe a bit too much, but decent sized fan. Okay, so we're just repeating my game against Mickey, I think. If only I could remember what I played here. I think it was d6. I may have misremembered something. I'm a pawn down. This is not what I was intending. Is it? Maybe it is? I don't know. To me, it looks like I'm a pawn down, which means by default, I'm not much of a fan. But the thing is that pretty often the computer recommends variations that make you end up a pawn down. So sometimes I'm convinced by the computer to do things I'm not comfortable with. This may be one of those cases. That was a bad move. I didn't even see this one. Yeah, I'm just a pawn down. I'm not very happy right now. 1,500 bits from Rumblers. Thank you. I'll try to find something I'm happy with, but right now I'm just a pawn down and I feel like an idiot for playing that opening without actually knowing or remembering anything of it. Okay, let's try this one. I'm happy with this move. Because now if knight d3, I have rook a5. If you think I sound surprised at being happy with my own move, it's because I genuinely am. I was not happy with the situation, but upon discovering this move, my optimism has renewed. Maybe c3. Maybe that move. I had not seen that move. Yeah, that's one way of playing chess. I'm just a pawn down. Bad news. King up, and then I threaten this again. I have some activity here, actually. I feel like I should be able to make a draw. Okay, let's keep him nervous. Let's take the 7th rank. Maybe we can threaten something. Let's try to keep the winning chances alive. Okay, so he's intending this one. Yeah. I don't know. I should have exchanged rooks. Should have exchanged rooks. Okay, let's see where this puts us. Do I have time to play this? I'm not sure. Yeah, so I think we're gonna have a 3 against 2 on the king side. And I don't like it. I would rather have some kind of, I don't know what I would rather have, but something else. Actually, I think I'm gonna protect my pawn. Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna do. Now we're gonna take this guy. Okay. Had not considered that move. Let's try to go b5 to protect the queen. No, to protect the bishop, I mean. Maybe I had bishop e4 there. I guess I have winning chances because my passed pawn is reasonably dangerous. Okay, piece up. Good start. I think this pawn is going to survive. Actually, maybe I should play g4. No, I don't think it's. I don't think there's no any need. No need. No need to play g4. Okay, a win. I'm not sure I deserved it, but he thought that he could just play any moves when was low on time. And I showed him, no, 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 no. You gotta stay frosty, my friend. You gotta keep finding good moves. And he was unable. Come back. You should play faster, says Yogli. Really? Do you still feel that way after seeing the ending of that move? It bugs me how pre-moves on chess.com look like you actually made the move, says Alex. Uh, Other people do it differently. I guess they do. I've gotten very used to it. To some extent, I think it's fine that you show very clearly show your intentions, but I understand it can be confusing. Quality won over speed, says why is the rum gone? Yes, I agree. Thank you. Of course, not quality in any part of the game before I was low on time, but after getting low on time, then I had some quality. And here we see Lawrence Trent. He had the pre-tournament trash talk. He's on 3 points, about to make a draw in this pretty drawish endgame. I'm going to characterize this as pretty drawish. And he's on 3.5 points after that. And how many points do I have? How many points do I have? Do I have 6 points? Am I on 6 out of 7? No. Wait, let's check the standings. Am I on 6 out of 7? No. Yeah, I lost to the Iranian kid. Yes, that's true. I lost because I was silly playing my bishop back and forth. My mind had already forgotten all about that. And so I think I should be on 5. Yes. 5 out of 7 with terrible tie breaks. I still don't understand why my tie breaks are so bad, but it's not great. I need to improve. But this game was pretty okay. Good is an exaggeration, but I won against a pretty good opponent. So there's hope for the future. No, Iranian kid, not Armenian. I'm pretty sure. Well, his flag was certainly Iranian. Khalil Musavi. He's currently on 6 out of 7, so he's also having a good tournament. Is that Wesley So? Yes. Yes, it is. Wesley So, GMWSO, in third place, behind Jeffrey Shong and Arash Tasba. I wonder if this is the guy with the very long name. No, it's not, because this is just an IM. There's one guy who's like Tata Bayev something. Ooh, Danya! That's a pretty tough opponent to get on 5 out of 7. What did I do to deserve this? But on the other hand, I do think I have 2 blitz wins against him in a row. So there's hope. If only I could remember what you're supposed to play in this opening. There's hope. Okay, it would appear that he doesn't know what to play, which is an unexpected twist. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be pretty good for me. Or is this supposed to be a draw? Honestly, I cannot remember. There's something about bishop takes here, and then I can get my knight to c6, which is pretty annoying for him. So he's not going to do that. He's going to play c5, I think. Then I'm just going to take on c5. I'm going to be a pawn up. Sounds good to me. Let's pre-move. Nah. Okay. Isn't this risky? It's very risky for him, and he's spending quite a bit of time. So if I were him, I would be nervous about now. I don't see how he's defending against this. Bishop b5, then a4. Trouble. I guess bishop b5, a4, bishop here. But surely that's just winning for me. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it feels like something went wrong for him. I'm definitely winning, but I'm not sure how. Maybe just take this guy and then go rook here. Maybe that was a mistake taking with the rook. That was probably a mistake. Oh no! Am I gonna mess this up? I should have taken with the knight. I don't know why I was getting frisky. That was so unnecessary. Now there's always the trouble with this pawn. Yeah, that was a horrible move by me. Okay, let's go here and then put the knight here, and then this guy is protecting this guy. Should be the best option at this stage. I think that was a decent move by him. I'm gonna take this and hope for the best. Because I really feel like I lost control over this. And I kind of want to bail. I know it's bad wanting to bail when you had a winning position earlier, but okay, that was a mistake by him. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. No, that was a blunder by me. I thought I could take this guy. No! Okay, never mind him making a mistake. It was my mistake, and it was a big one. Let's go here. Okay, I'm panicked at this point. If I manage to waste and actually lose this, then that's almost impressive. I have done a lot of pretty bad stuff in my life, but this will be right up there. I guess we're trying to bail out, so let's do this. This is not optimal, but at least I have some defenders. Okay, that is also not optimal. Just blundering a pawn like that. Okay, I guess we have a defensive task at hand. And what is that? Terrible move. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so we made a draw, but it was not the greatest of games. It was not the greatest. I'm very interested in knowing how he's going to win this. Offers a draw, yes. Yeah, that was not good, but at least I didn't lose it. That was, yeah. I was definitely winning there at some point, but couldn't make it happen, and even landed myself in trouble. So it's a good thing I defended it, because that could have made me pretty upset. I'm not gonna lie. Face chess with 100 bits, thank you. I'm guessing it's congratulatory for making a draw against Danya. I had him. I had him. If I only had played some better moves early on, then I would have won that game. Face chess with 1,000 bits, and this is for Fortnite. Thank you, Face chess. As a matter of fact, since you're here, I'm gonna say that I had such a great time on Botes's 24-hour stream. I thoroughly enjoyed um, doing the playground mode where you can play 1v1 against someone who's about the same strength as you. So I think I got killed by 23 hours sleep deprived Botes, but I killed her a couple of times as well. And I'm gonna be streaming Fortnite again, but I'm not gonna be streaming me running around hiding and then getting killed in my first engagement. I'm gonna find someone about my own level, and then we're gonna do some playground, and then it's just gonna make me feel better. It's gonna make the person I play with feel better. Being matched up against someone your own level instead of getting killed all the time and spending 10 minutes running around before getting killed. So there's Fortnite streams coming up. Fortnite streams are coming up. Playground 1v1. Yes, Alec. Not against you. If you thought I meant against you, you were not listening. I'm saying against someone about my own level. Like Botes or BL Swagger or something like that. Zypion against me, he asks. I don't know, you were a bit good. I think you may I think you're just that bit better than me, then that I might find it annoying and get upset and angry. Preferably I want someone who I'm slightly better than, because then my mood stays reasonably good throughout. My ego needs someone who's slightly worse instead of slightly better. Any Civ coming up? Asks Thugso. Um, I don't know. I would like to do it. I would like to do something where I actually played against human beings, because I have never done that in Civ. But I don't know how that would happen. I've kind of been toying with the idea that we can have some people from stream kind of volunteer to sit in on a four-player map or something. Um, we could do that, but it's gonna take so long, right? We would have to speed up the engine, and but I think it's doable. I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure there's time in 2018. There's a lot of stuff coming up. I'm gonna be traveling for most of October, and I'm doing the Oslo Chess Festival in the late September. And then there's the World Championship match in November. So, so I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen. Scipion is a volunteer for civilization. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be Civ 5 Skelveran. I'm not. Um, I tried Civ 6 and I haven't got the hang of it yet. Chess Bay with 5 gift subs. Thank you. And congratulations to Vret, to Last GM, to Joachim, to Tubra, and to Brooklyn. Civ 5 is such a good game. But honestly, if you think about some of the changes from Civ 5 to Civ 6, I think a lot of the changes are probably great. It's just a more difficult game, and I tried to get into it, but I couldn't really. I think Civ 6 has the potential of probably being a better game. Because, I mean, the normal kind of cheating with never protecting your village at the beginning, and having your scout always go to the hill, and like tiny things like that, the cities being easier to capture early game, and the movement penalties applying throughout. um, I think probably Civ 6 is a better game, but Civ, yeah, I'm still enjoying Civ 5, and I haven't got a hold of Civ 6 thing. Have you played with any mods for Civ 5? I don't think so. I don't really know what that means. Like, civilizations that other people made instead of the. No, I don't think so. I only have the expansion pack. Um, Brooklyn, congratulations on your gift sub. Okay, so I actually played this opening earlier today as well. Um, and it would be a big help if I could remember what I'm supposed to do. But I think the general idea is go b5, unless your opponents go c4, and then you have to think. Okay, knight f4. I don't think this is supposed to be one of the good moves. I'm going to take this one and play b5, so that now I'm going to have this d5 square for the bishop for a very long time. This is going to be a huge square. And I gave away a black squared bishop, but the fact that I have this pawn doing a good job protecting dark squares means that I think it's going to be fine. So I got these two guys controlling dark squares, and then I'm going to have the bishop getting at the light squares on the queen side. Um, oh, Saipian, you volunteered to play without actually knowing Civ 5. That's not very good. Civ 5 is the greatest game in the history of the world. Um, and I thought I would never find another good game until I realized that shooting games were actually okay. Because Fortnite is my first shooting game. And before that, I thought I was never going to find a good game ever again. Because nothing could compete with Civilization. 1v1 in Civilization, and you've never played before. I dare say that if you've never played before, I'm going to beat you. And I don't think it's going to be entertaining even. I think you got to start practicing, man. You got to start practicing already now if we're going to have a good competition. Okay, so he's planning to go g4. He's not being coy. He's being very straightforward with his intentions. But I need to do something. And right now, my concern is that how am I going to get him to play a3? Okay, I'm going to do this. It's a bit risky because, as I was saying, these two pawns were protecting the dark squares. But on the other hand, this bishop is kind of annoying, so I want him to move back so that I can go c5. PUBG is much better than Fortnite, says Hooba Booba. Okay, it looks incredibly boring. I mean, incredibly boring. Yeah, I never played Civilization 5 multiplayer, Scalebrand. And I have more hours than the normal person does, I think. I logged some hours in civilization. Okay, so things are getting messy again, as they tend to get in this opening. I guess we learned as much so far. Um, what to do? Maybe this move? So many moves, so little time. If I go h4, I'm afraid of getting hit by g5. Um, yeah, I'm nervous. Okay, let's try this. He's gonna take here, and I don't really know what to do. Actually, let's take with this one. Ah, this is a good idea. Let's take with the bishop. Okay, I may get into a check situation here, and another check, and makes me a bit nervous. Makes me a little bit nervous. No, I'm fine. I think I can take this. No, I cannot. He could have taken this one, but he made a mistake in time pressure, and now I'm gonna go get him. You go get him, Tiger. That's what I'm doing. Put the knight in the center, rook on the open file, and then push, and then take the queen. No problem. I had that completely under control the whole time. Absolutely no danger to my king. Yeah, maybe I should have gone h4 here. Because now g5 is not such a problem because of f5. I should have gone h4 here. And takes. Yeah, I think he could have taken here. Takes, takes. And now the key move, takes, takes, is not this one, but this one. Yeah, okay, but I have bishop. Yeah, I missed this move. Bishop g8. Okay, so bishop g8, and then this is a check, but also check here. And then we have the counter check. So you cannot take the knight because it's a counter check. I blocked the check with the check. So instead, probably you should take this one, and then it's just... Probably white is winning, because he has 3 pawns. 3 pawns and a rook for 2 pieces. So probably white is winning, but... Fighting chances. Maybe I can even go here and take this pawn. Fighting chances, I'm going to say. No danger to your king in all the games you won. Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. There's one more game remaining in the tournament. I am on 7 points? No. 6.5. I made a draw somewhere. Oh yeah, I made a draw against Danya. Ah, that's true. The winning position that slipped out of my hands. So I'm on 6.5 out of 9. And I have way worse tie breaks than Krekor, who has been fighting in the top but I have better tie breaks than most people. I'm in 15th place. That's actually way, way better than I normally do. So with a win in the final round, I could be top 10. I could be top 10 with a win in the final round. That would be pretty huge for me. Okay, I dropped out of the frame, but let's adjust. Still in the frame. Top 10 for a finish. No, wait. A win gives me a top 10 finish, is what I'm trying to say. But I'll probably get a very difficult opponent. Probably. Well, maybe not. Korchmar? I think I beat this guy, right? I played this guy. Ooh, Shugirov. I did get a very difficult opponent. Shugirov in the last round with the black pieces. Uh, it's not going to be easy if you want to make a top 10 finish. They never make it easy for you. Okay, let's go here. And then here. Okay, he takes. And then queen c2. Okay, I'm going to take this one. Then I'm going to go c5. I got him thinking. If nothing else, I got him thinking. And we're going to go here. And then here. And now, what's next? Am I going to take this? Yeah, I think so. Because if he goes knight e4, then I give a check. Okay, interesting. So he wants to go bishop d3 when I castle. I'm very tempted to do this, but I don't think it works. I don't feel like this should be so bad for black, but at the same time, it's not like I can see a good move for him. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. If you take, I'm just going to castle. I'm not going to do anything funky. I'm just going to castle. Actually, takes. Yeah, I'm just going to castle. Takes, castle, bishop b5. Bishop b5. Maybe I can go bishop c6. What if knight here? Oh, I'm threatening the bishop. Never mind. I'm threatening the bishop. Never mind those calculations. They're all incorrect. I'm threatening the bishop. So he had to go bishop b5. And now, I don't know. I think this looks interesting. Let's do this. Yeah, I think this is good. Now rook b8, next move. Yeah, I think this is great. Then I take this one. I have an advantage with the black pieces against Sanan Shugirov of the Kalmyk Republic. And now, I guess it's all about increasing the advantage or doing something clever. That's not going to be easy. I guess for starters, let's put the bishop pointing against f2 and also protecting. Oh man, if this works, I'm so good. Takes. Check. I'm tempted to doing it just because it looks fun. Take. Take. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I don't even care if it works. It's just such a fun move to play. I don't even care if it works. Very funny move to play. Would be better if I had a follow-up plan, but guess today we're freestyling. Okay, let's just go here. It might actually work. This might actually work. To everyone's huge surprise, this might actually work. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, it doesn't work for many reasons. I got it! I got it! Oh my god! Whew. Oh my gosh! I got him! I got him. A top 10 finish. The knight sacrifice. No, the bishop sacrifice. Wow. I got him. Wow. And what a finish. When he played rook d1, I was so nervous. Because I kind of saw this thing going on. Oh my god, what a game. 100 bits from Young Ali. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, that was something. That was fantastic. I'm not sure it was very interesting, and the rooks on the second rank is just so powerful. I feel like I misplayed it a couple of times, but it's hard, baby, you know? It's hard. Just taking with the bishop, showing some bravery, showing that you don't have nothing to lose. You're out here to have a good game, and that was a good game. After the first rook check, what about queen d4, asks Chesteroid. Yeah, I was thinking about that. So queen d4 and then king g3. And the thing is that in this variation, my queen is under attack. So I was nervous about going into something like this, since my queen was under attack. That is the short story. And if I go like queen e3, then rook covers, and yeah. But I could have gone queen c5, which is a lot of the same stuff, just without the queen being attacked. But even here, I wasn't sure about the follow-up. Maybe here I can just play calmly and then do this thing without his king getting to hide afterwards. Ah, that was good. Uh, yes, I'll remember to host Gotham. How many moves can a GM see? Well, I honestly, that was not calculation. That was instinct. I felt like sacrificing this piece would give me a long-standing initiative. And with his pieces really tied up to the defense of this guy. And probably I didn't execute it the right way, but it was enough pressure for him to kind of get nervous and not find the right moves. For instance, here when he goes king f1, it feels like when his next plan was to go with the king back, that was not very effective. And here I was trying to exchange queens because I thought this pawn is so powerful that even with the queens exchanged off, he's going to have trouble coping. Actually, I should have taken with the rook. I was planning to take with the queen, but taking with the rook and then having the passed pawn is very powerful. Ah, that was a good one. If you host Gotham, I will unsubscribe, says Dispenser. Well, I'm sorry, man. You are not subscribed already. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Danya got roasted. Okay. So how is the standings? Let's take a look at the standings. I am currently in 10th place. That's one of my best ever Title Tuesday placements. But I don't think all the games are done. So that 10th place is still in trouble. And I'm barely ahead of Danya, which is good. Trophies, says Neuer. Yeah, I know. Let's do some trophies. Top 10. Um, Top 10. How many games remaining? Sorry. No games remaining. No. This is the final standings. And if we go here, we can see that Hammer in 10th place in the Title Tuesday. A big success, I would say, gaining 30 Blitz rating points. That's pretty decent. And yeah. Would you play this kind of move with standard time control? Asks Skelvan. I'm going to say yes, because I truly believe that it was objectively winning. The difference would be that in normal time controls, I would have time to calculate the consequences till the end. And so I would be able to say this is good or this is not good. So I think objectively this was a good move, and therefore with more time to calculate, I would have played it and discovered that it was a brilliant move, and that's good. 10th place. I'm pretty happy. Bravo, monsieur, says Uki. Thank you. Okay, so everyone, I'm going to have another stream coming up tomorrow at 7 p.m. That's 7 p.m. Oslo, 1 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to do some blindfold blitz play tomorrow. And then the day after tomorrow, I'm going to be doing blindfold bullet against viewers. I'm having the post Karyakin Duda host. So everyone who has been watching Karyakin and Duda in the Speed Chess Championship are going to come over and watch me challenge you, the viewers, to some blindfold bullet. And we're going to find out how that turns out. So that's the blindfold bullet is the day after tomorrow, Thursday at, I think it's like 10 p.m. Oslo, 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm not sure. Maybe a bit later. It's going to be right after the Karyakin Duda Speed Chess Championship match. So if you're following that match, you don't have to worry about time at all. So I'm going to be hosting Gotham Chess. That's coming up. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.